Today is Tuesday, March the 18th, 2014. This is part 4 of my mayoral platform for the City of Toronto, and it covers 3 topics. The first being transit. I believe the subway expansion in Scarborough is a good plan. I believe that it will create a lot of jobs and will help the residents of Scarborough, as well as it will help the City of Toronto and Toronto Transit Authority move more people into supporting people, businesses, and so on, to getting goods and themselves to and from. I honestly think that it should go ahead. It already has been approved. However, I think we should hear some feedback from the residents of Scarborough as to the benefits of how it would be for them, and additionally to upgrade any necessary needs that would further make service out to Scarborough that much better. In addition to the subway, so it could be addressed all at once and could be budgeted to meeting those demands. The second is the City of Toronto has a lot of small businesses, and there is a high youth unemployment rate that's quite concerning, and as well as a lot of people that wouldn't mind working part-time to generating a lot of, or to supplementing their income. What I suspect is necessary, and I think this is something that I would support, and I hope Council would be on board, is that the City of Toronto create a certain department to supporting these businesses, so to making sure that they succeed. If those businesses succeed, the city benefits from increased tax revenue, as well as the opportunity for those businesses to hire and for them to expand and to grow their businesses. I believe strongly an example here is that restaurants. Once a restaurant has been given licensed and it's already started spending money, we should consider giving them a liquor license or working to getting them that liquor license quicker as soon as they open. This way, when they're preparing their menus, they could pair. And this is something that would coordinate through the City of Toronto to the Liquor Control Board. That way, they would be able to place orders for the particular beverages or liqueurs or alcohol they will be serving, to further draw people out and into their businesses. Thirdly, I honestly believe that the pet care industry is an opportunity. We have been giving so much emphasis, and it's necessary for people to have pets. The purpose to owning a pet, it has so many rewards, and I honestly think the City of Toronto should also be with the Humane Society and other organizations that are finding or trying to find homes for pets or dogs or cats or any pets, in working with the businesses that provide food, supplies, and so on, should coordinate or schedule more park use so that they could expand on their services. These are the businesses that dog walkers or people who wash and care for pets and things like this, where they could take the dogs into parks away from the public late in the evening. So what would occur is they would approach the city to request a permit and then pay the permit fee, booking the time and space so they could schedule up to a certain time. I would suspect maybe till 2 or 3 in the morning. And then the businesses could then provide these services, say for dogs that have been harmed emotionally or psychologically or recovering from surgery, that they could be able to go out and be able to get exercise, fresh air, and be able to heal. And this is something that we could do as a city, as an administration, to supporting the businesses so that the businesses could then create jobs and the tax revenue as a way of generating additional revenues. We must do work in order for it to pay off, instead of just sitting and allowing for the residents of the city to be left with the costs of operating the city. We should consider the people who use the roads, look at the roads itself that are damaged, and really start to think of creative ways to getting them to contribute to paying for the repairs of the roads, because this is something they want and should not be burdened by others. And again, the issue of property tax, what I had mentioned in the earlier recording with seniors, we must recommend that those that do use and utilize the services really should be paying more taxes. Seniors, for an example, don't produce the same amount of garbage and waste as a family of 3 or 6 or whatever. So we must consider that. Seniors don't have children in school. We must consider that. We must also consider those with children with special needs, so that way they're able to have some stability and or the chance of having stability in their lives by reducing their burden moving forward. I end this.